Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this is Season 4, Week 1 of Clancy's Wildlands challenges. These are the solo challenges, community and task force. The community challenge is already done. I've completed the task force for my task group, I guess, and I'm going to talk about the solo challenges. I'm going to hit all of them real brief, but on the five targets here, these are SAM sites in Media Luna. And without being visually detected. That means you can be suspected, you just can't be hunted, I guess, or whatever. You can't be spotted with that. I'm going to show you how I did it. I used two different SAM sites. Thanks to Sergeant Nick Fury for pointing these things out and explaining them. And I'm going to show you how I screwed up royally and accidentally found that there's another SAM site the perfect distance away, so you can just go back and forth between the two until you're done with that. You have 6 C4s, so you just go back and forth 5 times until you complete the mission. You're not going to see the flag pop out from the side of the screen telling me I've completed any of them because I've already completed them. So I didn't leave one hanging and then do the last one to show you. The 10 targets destroyed, these are helicopters. In Media Luna, without dying, instigate a level 4 alert and then shoot down Unidad response helicopters while the alert's active. If you've seen anybody else's videos on how they got these done, you'll probably be shaking your head just like I was. I'm like, these people are monsters. They just got this thing done. I can't believe it. Sergeant Nick Fury had some assistance from one of his friends, which is usually why I go to his YouTube channel first. Him, Seven, a couple other people get together and they just work out the logistics and bang these things out in an effective and efficient manner. And they did really, really good. I don't play the game with anybody else though most of the time. It's very rare that I get in a multiplayer game. I'm doing it on a solo mode and or a single player mode, and so I just wanted to figure out how I get this done. I found a way by accident. It's an absolute mind-numbing accident, and you're going to want to reach through your screen and just slap me when you see how I did it. It was complete by accident. Just like how I found the way to do the first one by accident, the second one was by accident, and because of the second one being goofy the way it was, the third one, now there's 15 targets, shoot 15 Unidad soldiers without the HUD and without using explosives. So basically you got to shoot these guys from a distance. It would be smart. Okay, while you're in a level 4 alert. Again, you're going to want to slap me for showing you how I did this. But if you have a hard time with these, oh, you're going to love it. Okay, just work fast to get it done before maybe somebody jumps in and fixes something. I'll show you what that is all about. Now, there's 15 targets killed for the task force challenge. Somebody had already done 5 from my task force. I did the other 10. I already have this rifle, and I believe I already had this paint job too for some reason. I don't know why, but I think I already had it. So this was like kind of a win for me, but I did them anyway because I just thought it would be fun to do. So with that, let's jump over into Media Luna and see what's going on. On the map here, we are Media Luna Delta. I got this, we're at Kawani Delta, which is right up the street from this combat outpost. I'm going to use my zooming in mouse. I have 2 mice hooked up to my computer, by the way. So there is a flat part of ground right here. That's where the SAM site is. There's one of them right there. And now if you watch Sergeant Nick Fury's video, he tells you pretty clear, drive about 1 kilometer away, okay, 1,000 meters away, and then go back, and this SAM site will have respawned so you can blow it up again. And once you kill the 2 guys that are there, you don't have to kill them anymore because you kill them the first time. They don't respawn, just the SAM site respawns, and that's awesome. But I was getting chased by somebody. Something happened. I don't know. I messed somebody up, and I got all screwed up. So I actually ended up driving down this road. Not on the road. I was driving. I was off-roading it over here in a gully, and right over here in this flat spot, there's another SAM site. Now, we're familiar with these SAM sites. We all probably got shot down once or twice from them, and there's another one somewhere else, I'm sure. But these things nailed us for another mission, some other part in the game, or after the game during Tier 1 or something. So we're familiar with these SAM sites being there, but now this is where we got to go deal with them. So anyway, let's go back to Kawani Delta and see what we had going on here. Now, from my experience, the best vehicle to use is actually the pickup truck. Now, Sergeant Nick Fury uses the pickup truck, and he does a great job with it, and I highly suggest using the pickup truck too. I'm just going to go pretty much straight down the road over and through. Oops, don't want to hit the rock. Sorry, guys. Hang on tight. But I don't really want to deal with any of these vehicles out here. I didn't really want to four-wheel it, and when I did the mission, I really didn't four-wheel it. Okay, this guy's here. He's going to be a pain. Let's get out of here. you can't be spotted. You know, you can't have anybody really, you know, lighten you up. And you just definitely want to be away from these guys. You know what? I'm going to the wrong site. Here we go. Okay, fly, baby, fly. There you go. And let's go to the first site first, because that's where it should be. Let's go airborne. Yeah, baby. Oh! I don't know how my truck's taking this. All right, very good. Now, the first site is right there to the left. How nice that they flag it for us. Let me see if my valet maneuver still works. Oh, yeah, cook them with gas. So jump out of the vehicle here. I'm gonna squat down. Always a good idea. Squat down, send up the drone. And ID these two guys. Have your artificial intelligence guys take these guys out. Come on, lock up. There you go. Now, they don't respawn, okay? So these guys don't respawn, but the SAM site will. Now, I'm going to crouch down right about here before I go into the fenced area, and I'm going to hit the number, I'm using a computer, so I hit the 4 key twice, make sure I'm using C4, hit the G key to throw that up there, and the C4 is all locked and loaded. All right, so now I'm going to run back to my beautiful valet parking job. No offense to any valets. I used to be a valet, so I can say this. Yeah, used to be a Maserati. Anyways, so we're going to do that and take off. And one of the fun things that Sergeant Nick Fury showed me in one of his videos early on, showed all of us actually if we watched it, is you could be in a vehicle, drive a little bit away, and blow something up. Okay, so that you would have got the flag up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen saying, hey, you got it. Now, it says you're suspected, but it didn't spot you, okay? You can be suspected. Apparently, you can be suspected. And just keep going. I've ridden right past enemy trucks, not going in the same direction, but they were going in the opposite direction. I've driven right past them. I had no problem. I never got spotted with any of that. So that was all fine and dandy. Now, this other SAM site is exactly 1.1 kilometers away. We can get pretty close to it, actually. Well, I tried to turn the radio off, but I was getting out of the car at the same time. Launch this and get these two guys. All right, so. And our sync shot is already good to go, too. So, lock up. We'll get rid of them. And we'll just run over there. Now, you can drive the truck up closer, too. But if a helicopter shows up, you know, unannounced over the hill there, you want to be able to drop on the ground and hide. When I was playing the game, actually playing the game originally, I was in one of the parts of the map and I was hidden in bushes, in enemy territory. I was right there, locked up in enemy territory, and I was hiding in a bush using my drone, which didn't have the unlimited battery at that point. It was just it was just very limited use drone. So I would send him up in the air, spot the enemies to shoot at, and then tell my guys to shoot them. Now there's a purple truck up on the highway. I'm just driving right past him. I'm going to turn around and blow that C4. He's gone. And now the only reason I'm going back the third time to the original post is to show you that the two guys didn't respawn, but the SAM site did. Now again, I'm not going to... Don't flip this thing. There's an enemy truck right there. I just drove right past him. He didn't even start alerting on me. So, that's nice. Again, we're going to do the valet maneuver. Oops. After we do some more damage to the vehicle. It was like that when I got there, sir. You brought it to valet that way. Anyway, so shut the radio off. And run back over. And then you'll just blow this up one more time and then go on to the next one. But these, to the next challenge. These guys here, they don't respawn. Just the SAM site does. All right? Now, we may end up being suspected at some point. We can be suspected a bunch of times. That doesn't matter. Just as long as we don't get, just as long as they don't go beep, 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 then we're done. It tells us, it'll flatly tell you that you failed the mission. And you start from scratch. All right? So we'll start driving away over here. And look back and boom, done. So that's 3 of 5. Again, just go back there 2 more times to get that done. And now I'm going to catch you at the next spot, and I'll talk to you about that when I hit the map. Okay, so here we are. Let me show you where we're at. There is a helicopter going by. I found this quite often, this side mission over here. This convoy goes by this location, and you can see it. It happened a lot. Now over here is this FOB, forward observation base or whatever, operating base, Buter. I don't know. You know, I'm going to slander that thing, so I apologize to every language known to man for my linguistic ability. But anyways, there are a number of folks here and some helicopters and all kinds of good things happen right here. I was having a real time and a half. Sergeant Nick Fury used this outpost, and he had a helper, he had a friend joining them, throwing some lobbing grenades and everything, and just having all kinds of helicopters. It was a shoot, you know, it was like a just a shooting fest over there, just knocking out helicopters. They did a great job over there. I wasn't really having any luck getting that done. I couldn't get the thing started to where I could get a helicopter to show up. Over here, this base happens to have like 3 helicopters on the base, and a couple of helicopters just circle around here all the time. Not this orange one isn't going to count, so it's got to be the purple helicopter. So with that, let's go over to Media Luna Alpha and see what we got going on here. I'm going to put in my sniper rifle. All right, now the sniper rifle I'm using here, let me go to the thing here. I'm using the HTI. I am in tier 1 mode, so things get ugly real fast for me. This only has 5 rounds. I would prefer, in all honesty, to use, let's go to sniper rifles over here. And there is this one here I'm actually evaluating. Is it this one? If it's all painted white, and it is, that's the one I'm evaluating to see if it's good enough for me to use persistently or not. And the reason why I liked this particular one is because I have a 10-round magazine. It allows me a little bit more speed in getting more shots off because it holds 10 rounds. If it held 20 rounds, I'd be really happy about that. With that, let me mention my favorite go-to sniper rifle happens to be the MK14, but the MK14 doesn't have a one-shot, one-kill deal. I did max this out to a level 30 to get the maximum damage and everything else. It's just not going to give you a one-shot, one-kill deal. But if you're firing at people instead of helicopters that are going to rapidly kill you, then this gives me a rapid second round shot. So I have a second shot. Also, if the helicopter is very close to me and I really need to get rid of it, this has fully automatic mode as well. And the other sniper rifles, I don't think any of them do. But it also holds, let's go into here, the parts thing. This has a 20-round magazine. So I have 20 shots to get the job done, and it is it's full automatic and semi-automatic trigger. So that was very important for me in that respect. But with this particular one, I want the one-shot, one-kill capability of the HTI, and now this is not the HTI desert one that they give us during the tier 1 thing. We pretty much got this thing pretty quickly. And that's that version of it, which has slightly better damage, slightly better accuracy, and deeper penetration, potty mouth. Anyway, so with that, let's go back to the one I use for this. And it still gives you the one-shot, one-kill most of the time. And I want to jump back over to the map as well. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to zoom in on where we're going here. This is the location of the thing. If you notice, these lines are lines of altitude. That means there's a hill right here. And you can see because of the map, there's shading here to help you indicate that that is a hill. There's an airplane up here, but that flat mark there is a runway. So there's a runway up there, but there's also this beautifully delicious flat area right here. I'm going to go there for this portion of the thing to keep this video a little shorter because I'm going to discuss the next 2 challenges in one step. But when I started this, I actually flew and I landed the helicopter over here somewhere. Let me see if I can find that spot. I actually landed it, there's a flat spot over here somewhere. Anyways, but I landed over here in this area generally. And you know what, let me fly past that area and just show you. We'll jump in the helicopter here. And, but you just fly around the mountain. You can fly right over the mountain to get to the one spot, and I'll do that. But when I first initially did this, and again, this is the one you got to shoot the 10 helicopters. You got to get everybody mad, wanting to kill you, kill you dead. And but you fly over here is what I did first. And I just wanted to get close to the base, but I wanted to be a little bit of a distance away. I didn't want to be too close. And these rocks look like a great place. Just jump over the other side of these rocks. And somewhere around here. Well, okay, so it's not too terribly flat, but this is about the area right here. Let me move forward a little bit. Not too much, come on. I don't want the tail rotor getting hit. Good enough. So get out over here, And so this is what I did. I got up here, and when I got up to this area, a helicopter came by. Let me hit the M key and see. Okay, I don't see anybody now. Oh, but I do see that there are 3 helicopters here at the base. Let's zoom in on that. There's 3 helicopters located right here at the base. There's 2. These 2 on the outside are small. Well, actually, these 2 here are small helicopters, and it's like a Huey Cobra gunship kind of thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at these. But anyway, so that helicopter was flying around, and I was like, you know what? I'm here. I want to start a little bit of action. I want to get people mad at me so that they can start doing what they need to do so I can get my 10 helicopters shot down. So I just, looked up there and shot that helicopter down. Here he is now, right? So I don't know if that's going to work. There you go. When I shot that helicopter down, the flag jumped out from the upper right-hand corner saying I got 1 of 10. I was like, what? I just got 1 of 10? How in the world did that happen? So I went ahead and I said, well, you know what? There's a Huey. Let's go shoot the Huey. And then I got the other flag said you got 2 of 10. I was like, oh my. So all I got to do is shoot these helicopters here on the ground right here. There's 3 of them. There's 1. That was like number 2. As soon as you shoot them, by the way, as soon as they know you're going to do the damage, you get the job done, they go. And there goes my 3rd one's going to blow up down there. Magic, right? So that you got it done. So you get the job done right then and there, and off you go. So now let's go figure out that 3rd part. Now this is not where I did this first. I did do the first part. The first 4 helicopters I shot here. I mean, I was right there, I shot him right there, and got the job done and moved on. Now let's go over to this other flat rock across the street and see what we got going on over here. This is the area, this big flat rock right here. This is where I like to do the rest of the operation at, and see if we can land properly on the rock. Oh, my piloting skills are awesome. All right, so we'll get out here. I don't think he's gonna slide down the hill and crash like they used to. All right, so we come over here now. We had to shoot. Let's go back to the challenges and make sure we got this right, because there's a couple of challenges that are like close to being the same. This one here is 15 targets killed in Media Luna without the HUD. So you got to turn your HUD off on this. Okay, so this one here took me a while because they have to identify the things. When you turn your HUD off, I'm not going to do it for the video, but when you turn the HUD off, these guys, that HUD in the lower right, these guys don't light up. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find me a nice sniper sitting somewhere out there somewhere. Okay, there's one out there. Okay, so he doesn't see, he's not lighting up. He's too far away for me to light up, but and he would though. This guy here probably light up. There you go. You don't get that, okay? You're not going to get that. I probably would have lost the mission right now too. It says I'm hunted. No, you know what? For these ones here, I think you can be hunted. So you don't have to worry about that. Let me make sure there's no helicopter hunting me. There's that guy. Here, take that. He wouldn't account for anything anyway. But there are a couple snipers way over there. There's one way out there. Let me see if we can get him. Nope, missed. Okay, good. He came over here though, so that's good. All right, so there's one. Now you can hit these guys anywhere. There you go. These guys, any of these, and you can hit any of the Unidad officers on the ground. You don't want to shoot civilians, but you want any of the Unidad soldiers that are up. There you go. Any of them. And so once you get those done, they're done. Sniper up in the tower. And this is why I like more ammunition. There you go. And so those would count to get that done. So back to the challenges again. So that's how I accidentally got these 3 done. I screwed up and went back and forth for the at SAM sites. Got them done, just did them 5 times and it was done. The 10 targets for the helicopters. When I got the helicopters done, let's see if they come back. He's burned up right now, okay? Let me do something here with the helicopter. I think that if I fly around the mountain, they get respawned. So let's go ahead and do that real quick so I can show you, that you don't have to necessarily spawn back at your base, whatever, to get this done. I also don't want to get caught by anybody. But I do want, what I want to do is I want to reload my ammunition. You may want to do that. Somewhere around here there's a base. There he is. All right, so I just want to land here real quick and grab some fresh ammunition in the ammo case. and then I'll go right back. And what I'm hoping for is that, sorry fellas. Anyways, watch out, helicopter coming in. You know, you think you might want to move. Anyway, so, all right, so where's this helicopter at? I'm gonna hit the M key, see if I can see him. Oh my God, he's over my head. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Now, he may have counted for something. I don't know. You're killing some Unidad soldiers. You know, I don't know if they counted or not. I got some things to talk about with Tier 1 when I make that video on how I got Tier 1. I got some things to say about that one. But anyway, so let's fly over here, over the airport, and then back to the flat rock. Now again, you're not going to have your HUD on for this part of it. You know, you can't have your HUD on. So keeping that in mind, I just want to see if these helicopters, they respawned. So that's nice, right? So that's what I did. I shot down 4 helicopters, and like that one there, I shot that one, that would have counted for the helicopter challenge. Now the other one is in that hangar over there, and then there's one right over top of this building. Let me see if I can get in. I got him, ha ha ha, like through the building. And this one here, you gotta like kind of sneak around this guard shack and get this guy. And there's another sniper right there. Got it. Now these guys are a little bit away.
Tango's just got a wake-up call.
Yeah, they did. They got a wake-up call. They're going to come get me. So I'm going to have to boogie out of here as I can. That other sniper left. All right, so that's good enough. So you get the idea. Yeah, you can get your 10 helicopters right like that. I didn't have to go down there in the middle of the base. And one time, I got to tell you, one time I absolutely cleaned out the entire base. Me and the rebels and my little artificial intelligence guys, there was no enemy left on the base. We couldn't start anything if we wanted to. And we were wanting to, but we couldn't get anything done. So that was kind of hilarious. With this, I'm going to just take off and let me see what I got here. Let's look at these challenges one more time. The challenges here, the other one is, the faction wars. Again, I accidentally got these completed. You know, nothing was working out for me, but I got these completed. The faction wars thing, I just want to mention, that got done pretty quick. And the reason why I think that got done quick is you have to get this level 4 alert going. And part of what I was doing in trying to get the level 4 alert going is I was asking the rebels for a diversion or for hired guns or whatever. So they're going to show up. They're going to start getting trigger happy. They're shooting the Unidad guys, and you know, heaven help us if a little orange car drives by, then we're going to have a full faction war going on. And so that's what happened. And I think that accidentally the 10,000 faction wars triggered. That happened because of trying to get these missions done here. The 15 targets killed, that had to be snipers with a headshot. And I got to tell you, this base right here has like 6 snipers there. So all you have to do is just keep sneaking around the base, keep getting your headshots and get that job done there. So that was kind of an interesting thing as well. Anyway, so I already had this, what was that, Miktika rifle. I already had that for some reason, I don't know how. And this, I forget what KT stands for. Cryptek? Anyways, the Cryptek Highlander paint, I already had that too. So these two were, you know, they didn't really give me anything they already had, but they were fun to work on. And like, again, I accidentally got some of this done. These ones here I had to work a little bit with. And then these ones here, I got all 3 of them were accidentally done. So with that, that'll wrap it up for me. Let's see if we can take off and not get shot down, because on the other side of this are, of course, those 2 SAM sites. There's one right in front of me over that direction. There they go. So there's it. So this is the other thing I try to do. I don't know if the SAM site's going to catch me or not. Nope, it didn't. If you go high enough, fast enough, you can avoid the SAM sites. And there's the other SAM site right in front of my helicopter right there. So, you know, now you know. And then there's my hangout out there. In the next video I make, or one of the next videos I make, I'm going to talk about how I got to Tier 1. For the most part, you know what? Yeah, for the most part, I was just hanging out in my home base out here in the Kawani Desert, hang out by the air base over there in front of me, and then right in the center of my sights, right in front of the rotor cap on the helicopter there, that's Kawani Bravo. So I go hang out there. Now, one of the other things I always want to mention now, if we're going to go playing, if we're going to be in a mission, if we're doing anything and I'm using a helicopter, one of the things I'm going to want to do is take a jump out of the helicopter. So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.